I don't care what y'all say. These relationships that y'all call goals, they are contractual. And I'm not talking marriage. This is Headlines in Motion, where we do all things factual in real time. So recently, they done came out and said Tiana Taylor and Aaron Pierre have broke up. I think that's the man name. They done broke up, child. And the news came and went, and I think the news came and went because I hope we are all on the same page that these are public relationships. These are PR relationships. These are contracts. They have a start and an end date. They probably got social media broken down, how many posts we gonna do, how many events we're gonna attend together, are we gonna get into any fights, where is TMZ and all the paparazzi going to spot us at. All of this is contractual. How do I know it's contractual? Because it just always comes at a very opportune time for each party. Okay. Let me explain that to you. At the time, if I am so not mistaken, at the time of this relationship, right? Aaron Pierre was Mufasa. He was, just everywhere and anywhere that he needed to be. Tiana Taylor also had a movie that she was supposed to be promoting. I didn't see too much promotion for it, but she was supposed to be promoting with Leonardo DiCaprio, which of course is a major thing, right? Like that's a big deal. She also had the movie that was on Netflix. What was that one called, y'all? With Taraji, right? What was that called? Because that did pretty decent. I can't even remember, but it was like Taraji had like went crazy and tried to rob a bank, and Tiana was the cop that was trying to like be the negotiator and get her out the bank and this, that, and the third. Then also in the midst of their contractual relationship, Tiana also then was in Hulu's TV show with Kim Kardashian, Glenn Close, and Sarah Paulson. What is that called, y'all? All's Fair or something like that. So there have been multiple things that Tiana was in, and I think that Aaron was like trying to ride the wave of. And I think, this relationship was meant to be a good look for each person. Aaron kind of coming into a new industry, Tiana kind of having been in the industry, but now she's having larger, bigger roles. You got Leonardo, you got get Glenn Close, you have this big Tyler Perry movie on Netflix. So to me, it was just looking like a relationship for the look of it all. And a lot of people don't want to acknowledge that because in a lot of people's mind, relationships are about love and happiness and joys and, rainbows and cupcakes. In Hollywood, that shit is about some money. Okay. Let's be for real. It's about some money. Um Taylor, I almost forgot the girl name. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelsey, they also were in a contractual relationship. Remember, it had leaked when they were supposed to be when they were supposed to be breaking up. It had leaked, and then people were like, "Oh no, this is a fake document. This is a fake document." No, no, come on, y'all know that wasn't no fake document. Stop it. That wasn't no fake document. And now, if I'm not mistaken, aren't they engaged or something like that or another? Like, please. You know what I'm saying? He was a Super Bowl champion. She needed new material because if I'm not the biggest Taylor Swift fan, but I'm aware enough to know that every single time she's in a relationship and she breaks up, an album comes out. That album was ass. That's according to her fan base. The album was trash. I think this needs to string along a little bit longer. and then she's gonna break up and she's gonna regroup and do another album, and hopefully that album is better because her fans hated the last one. And I think it was because she's one, they're identifying the pattern, right? And two, she's not aging with her audience. Your audience is aging. They can only be so young for so long. And yes, you can have a younger fan base, but like every year is gonna be a new pop girly that's young, and she's kind of aging herself out, but not in the best way. So you have that relationship also to me that was contractual. Another girl, Lori Harvey. Now listen, I love me some Lori Harvey, but let's be honest. Those are contractual relationships. Every other year she's in another relationship with someone else. It's not authentic, mama. Is not authentic at all. Contractual. She goes next to someone, she's their girlfriend, whether they need to be in a relationship, whether they need to look like they have, they can be in a committed relationship or have a connection to someone. What have you? They are contractual and you just can't make me see it any other way. The next one that I really, really want to get into, we're going to sit here for just a second. Now, listen, feel free to disagree with me. Feel free. Let me know in the comments. But I'm telling you right now, Cardi B and Stephon Diggs, that is contractual. But hear me out, okay? Cardi B and Stephon Diggs, she said it out her mouth. They were just supposed to be a fun time. They were just supposed to be, she was just out, newly separated, you know what I'm saying, hitting the streets, having herself a ball and got a little carried away. I won't say she got carried away because that man clearly likes to have children. He likes to have kids. So we'll leave that there. I'm going to just leave that there. They were just having fun. It was summer. She was turned up, having a good time. You know what I'm saying? Can't nobody fault you for that. Then she had the baby. Now, here's where the contract came in. Here's where her PR team sat her down in that boardroom and was like, look, here's how this gonna go. Because she did the whole wifey thing. She did the whole married, had the kids, yada, yada, yada. She got out of that marriage, was separated, it was tumultuous, it was all in the, blogs and everything like that there. Then bloop, she was pregnant. And people had already been speculating that she was pregnant, but in true Cardi fashion, she denies it and she tries to make you seem us as the public seem crazy to point out that she was pregnant. Fine, Cardi, okay? So she finally has to admit, because you can only have a baby for so long, that she is indeed pregnant. And instead of it being a whoopsie, now they're trying to sell us on a relationship. So they're out more often. He's doing the forehead kisses. She's popping up at games. And I knew it was contractual because when it was her album release party, it seemed like they didn't know how to interact with each other. Because here's the thing. When you just be doing the what is it, the horizontal polka or whatever in the bedroom, right? When you be in that bedroom, um it's only so much actual intimacy and and real life chemistry that you can have, right? If it's just in that bedroom, it's just going to be in that bedroom. You understand what I'm saying? So for Cardi and Stefan, now when y'all supposed to be out in public, it's clear y'all never really been out in public. You know what I mean? It's very awkward. Y'all look like two people who don't know each other's last names. Y'all trying to give each other hugs, but y'all like missing, and it just gives, we don't really know each other. We was just doing the wild thing after dark. That's just what it gives. You know what I mean? Because there's just no reason why when it comes to her album release party, it don't even look like they know how to hug each other, you know? It looked like they're trying to it looks a mess. And I think now that the contract is in place for however long, it might be a year or 2, the contract is in place. I think he probably got a good little dividend off of it, to go with it. I think he got a good little dividend. Um, he is still going to, do his thing, and he's still going to cheat and do the wild thing. I believe Cardi knows that, but it's like he can't get a little too messy. But she knows he's still going to live his life. He just can't help it at this point. But the contract is in place, and that's why, she's showing up to, his football games and things like that. Now, when you see the other wives and girlfriends and when they go out, they usually have, now mind you, I'm gonna say it here. She has yet to go out and have, the digs like Jersey and this, that, and the third. She has yet to do that. If they really want to sell us on this relationship, she's gonna have to get the customized fit. She's gonna have to come out with the customized Birkin. She's gonna have to put his numbers on it. She's gonna have to do all of the things if they want to sell us on this contractual relationship. Because right now it's not giving. It's not giving. I hope y'all are waking up to these PR relationships and understanding how fake and phony they are. They only do it to heighten their own brand, to bring recognition to their own brand. Each person has to sit at the table and acknowledge what this is going to do for them. You know what I mean? Or you could get into a position like Cardi and be like, it might hurt your brand to just be another one of Stefon Diggs' baby mamas. Because all of the other ones, they're just Instagram girlies. Like, don't nobody know who they are. You can't be a part of that, Cardi. Like, you gotta be seen as the chosen one. Like she can't be just another one of his baby mamas. No, 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 not Cardi. Like, it's too much money that they put into you. It's too many brand deals. And, Stefon got 6, 7, 8 baby mamas, and one of them gonna be Cardi. No, we're gonna have to get a relationship in place for a little bit and make this seem like two people who love each other and have kids. We're gonna have to. We're gonna have to. Are they gonna get engaged and married and all this stuff? No. I give it to 2026 because he's gonna have at least another 2 kids. He's gonna have at least another 2. And what's she gonna say? Exactly. So I think realistically, I think on paper they probably had it to 2027, but this ain't going past 2026 because he's going to have another at least 2 kids with 2 brand new women. Guarantee you me. That's what it's gonna be. And she's going to just walk away from it and say he needs to do some growing and maturing, and she's gonna focus on her kids and her music and her career and da 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 da. And that's gonna be that. Child, the girl sat down with Gail. Wasn't that Gail? Who was that? Wasn't that Gail? Y'all, that was Gail, right? She sat down with Gail and said her parents had met him yet, and is that a third? Stop. 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 I refuse to participate any further. I refuse. Not in these shenanigans. Y'all, no. Enough. Enough now, okay? You cannot continue to piss on people and tell them it's raining. These relationships are fake. They are contractual. Leave us out of it. Leave us out of it. Okay? We do not care. If you stop telling us about your relationships, we will just eventually stop giving a fuck. How about that? How about that? But I rest my case, and that's all I got for you guys. Again, this is Headlines in Motion. Thanks you guys so much for tuning in. We'll talk next week. Bye.